And in today's vlog, for Vlogtober day 2, for me at least, is we're going to be talking about 13 Halloween movies that you should watch this holiday season. So let's get started. Okay, these Halloween movies are my 13 movies that I don't mind watching over and over again, and hopefully some of the movies on the list that you haven't seen yet, and you may want to check it out yourself. As always, please like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And if you like this video, or if you haven't checked out my previous video, if you're trying to do Vlogtober yourself, I have a previous video that I made, 31 plus ideas for Vlogtober. Go check that out. And let's get started. So I'm gonna go from 13 down to 1. These are in no really particular order, so hopefully some of these you've seen, maybe you haven't seen, but these are my top 13 fave picks that I always like to watch, even if it's not Halloween. So let's get started. For number 13, I have Halloweentown, and this includes like all the Halloween towns except for the last one. I didn't really too care for the last one, but all the other Halloween towns is a must watch. That's a Disney cult classic. If you got Disney Plus, it's out now under the Halloween section on your Disney Plus. And if you guys like this look, let me know down in the comments below, and I can maybe do a tutorial if you guys like. I try to get a little bit in the little fall. Okay, my next favorite movie is Children of the Corn. I'll insert a clip right here if you haven't seen it. As you can see from the clips, it's one of the scariest movies that I've seen when I was a kid. I was scared to go in the corn fields after this movie. The movie I had was The Rings. In The Ring, a lot of unusual things start happening. Once you watch this tape, the next one, number 10, is Hocus Pocus. That's one of my favorite movies. I don't know about you, all my millennials out there. Hocus Pocus, that is one of the Disney classics that you must watch this holiday season. Hocus Pocus is basically about 3 witches in Salem. The whole town knows about these witches. To bring them back according to a legend, a virgin has to burn the candle, and eventually in the movie a virgin does, and then they go on all these little shenanigans to try to put the witches back, or to kill the witches so they don't suck the lives out of the children. That's also a great movie for you to watch with your kids. This Beetlejuice, especially on TikTok, there's a lot of trends last year with Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is also one of those classic movies from the 90s for the 90s 2000s era that all the millennials, we all know this movie. It's a very classic movie. It's like basically, if you haven't seen this movie, it's about a couple that discovers that they're ghosts, and they don't want to be ghosts anymore, and they want their house back, so they go to the underworld. And there's also a lot of different shenanigans, and then they run across Beetlejuice, and he is a character all his own. If you haven't seen it, you must watch. Number 8 is Jeepers Creepers. All of the Jeepers Creepers go under this list. I think there's only about 2 movies of Jeepers Creepers, but both I love. I still, to this day, if I see a little Jeeper Creeper car, I be keeping my one eye open, looking behind me, see if that's the little Jeepers Creepers van. The next, number 7, is Sleepy Hollow. It's It has, if anybody out there likes Johnny Depp, it has Johnny Depp in it, and it's basically about the headless horseman in the town. The next one is number 6 is Hereditary. That's one of the newest movies that's out, and that movie is really an eye opener. It's very suspenseful. The ending, everything that's kept me guessing it throughout the whole movie. It's still scary for us to watch as adults now. That's a very scary movie. Even the actor has some like PTSD while filming it. If you go check it out and do your research, so if the actor having PTSD off of this movie, then it's pretty scary, and you should check it out without the kids, of course. One I have is The Shining. The Shining is it's like older than the 90s. It's like in the 80s. The Shining is where everybody gets, all movies gets where, like in Nemo, here comes Brucey. That's the Here Comes Johnny is from The Shining. It's a must watch. Even though it comes from the 80s, it's from the 80s, like the Nightmares on Elm Street and the Friday the 13th. You know how they have like Friday the 13th has like exponential amount of movies from the 80s. They have like Jason 10 and all that. Those are still some good honorable mentions, but it's not as thrilling, or like, I wouldn't say it's not as scary. You want to be scared of the movie, but this one I feel it'll give you like something more to think about. It'd be like, oh, that's crazy. The Shining is still a good movie even for the 80s of its time. It still will be up there with some of the movies that are out now. So if you haven't seen it, it's the first installment to the Doctor Who movie. So the Doctor Who that's from The Shining. The Doctor Who is from the origins of The Shining. So if you haven't seen either of those movies, I suggest you watch The Shining first and then the Doctor Who, and then you'll have more of a complete like idea about those two movies together as a whole. That has also a crazy ending too. The actress that played the mother in The Shining also had amounts of PTSD making her movie as well. So that's I would recommend that movie to watch. I like a lot of 80s movies. Okay, the fourth one is another Johnny Depp movie, which is Edward Scissorhands. If you haven't seen this movie, where have you been all your life? Are you living under a rock? No, but seriously, Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite movies too. That's why it's number 4 on the list. Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite movies. That's why it's number 4 on the list here. And Edward, it's a Shania Warner. Is that how you say her name? You know what I'm trying to say. It's the same girl from Beetlejuice. She's in this movie. She's in this movie too. She's in a lot of 90s, between the like late 80s, early 90s movies of her time. Next, third one, number 3 is It. Now, I like It for the recent one and the ones back in the day. Both are very good. The new one just has more of a twist to it, but they're basically like they're in the same range. The older one is like the classic. It's back there with like Candyman. If you haven't seen the old Candyman, you should definitely go watch it. I have yet to see the new Candyman. I know, where have I been? But I need to watch the new Candyman. I love horror movies, so I need to go catch up on that one. But both of them, the old one, the original, and the new one are great. And as you can see, everybody wants to be It or Georgie this Halloween season, as they were since 2017 when that movie first came out. And my second favorite Halloween movie to watch this season is the classic Nightmare Before Christmas. This came out in 1993, just a year before I was born. So this was one of the movies that I first watched when I was a kid, and it's still one of my favorite Halloween movies to watch even to this day with my kids. It's another Tim Burton film. It's also on Disney Plus under their Halloween. My number one pick of my 13 favorite Halloween movies that you should watch this holiday season is The Devil Made Me Do It. It's in that Conjuring franchise and the Nun franchise. If you haven't watched those, go check those out definitely. But that's my top pick for my 13 favorite movies list. I'll insert some clips here. It came out this year, before Halloween time. It's a good movie to watch. It was on HBO Max if you had that. I watched it on there for free. Oh, and another honorable mention that's on Netflix that you guys should check. I mean, not on Netflix, but on HBO that you should check out is The Malignant. That movie also looks very scary. I only watched halfway through and then I had to turn it off because my kids were coming in the room. But that's also another honorable mention is Malignant on HBO Max. If you have it, go check it out. Hey you guys, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you have some movies I should watch this Halloween season, put them in the comments below. Also, if you like some of the movies that I chose for my 13 favorite Halloween movies, let me know what you liked about them. Alright. Love you guys.